Welcome back, whippersnappers. This is Gramps. We are in Shapes, and we are just about to finish up Milestone 3. So I'm gonna just go ahead and I think I'm gonna skip ahead to when we do that. Let's see if we can do some cleanup first, though. We've got this guy going on, which needs another layer of circles to be this guy. So why don't we do that instead? Okay. So I'm gonna kibosh that, and let's take this and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So those are gonna come out and go into there. In the meantime, those are going to come into here. Then we need another batch of circles to go into the top. So let's just take them here. Oops. And let's see. Now we've got that in our way, which is okay. Alright, it's ugly, but it'll work. And that is gonna handle all those guys. Now let's try something here. Yeah. That works awesome. I had a one of our viewers told me that if you highlight a group of things like this and you just type an I, boing, it clears them out. So you don't have to do the cut and then paste like I was doing before. So that's a 3-stack high of this guy, and that's what we want. Excellent. That is going to get us a good chunk of points, I think. Right, yeah, it's going to get us 6 research points. And we're feeding these ones in. We don't have anything doing these guys, so we could work on those. But we're getting pretty close to that milestone. Let's take a look at our upgrades and see what we want to do next. So we're going to have 7. We're going to have 13 points. We need 21 to do a full upgrade over here. You know, honestly, I'm gonna grab label, and then we're gonna have 9 points, so we can grab this stacker, then we'll grab the swapper, and then we'll start saving up for the 3rd floor and go from there. Why is this still saying? Alright, I think it's still showing an X, or it was showing an X, because it was feeding bad shapes through still. So once these go through, this should swap to a green. We can get rid of that. Now we've got green and green. So green, yes. Yay, alright. That's kind of cool too. It highlights once it starts going in. So, excellent. Looking forward to this. So our milestone 3, we're going to get all sorts of things. We're going to get a new shape miner to extract from asteroids. We're going to get our space belts, which are a new design from the demo. So let's do it. Here we are. Yay. So space platforms, that's going to allow us to leave our little home base here, which is great. Foundation, we can create just blank spaces floating out there, and that's where we can do construction on. And that's a double foundation and a single foundation. Space belt, that's this guy going in here. Space miner extension. increases the throughput of a shape miner and a shape miner from asteroids. Good stuff. And we have a 500 platform limit. So I assume these are all platforms once you create them. We can only build 400, and then we can do some vortex inputs too. Certification granted. Open the milestones to claim your operator certification. Let's do that. Look at this. Alright, so now we're going to select a factory. I think we're going to start off with normal. And so we're going to be good to go. Oh my goodness. Okay. So now we can zoom out and look at this. We've got colors. So this is a cool little shape here. And we've got some milestone shapes. That'll be easy to just cut this one in half. And did we open up? No, we did not open up any extra entrances to the vortex. So, and then we finished this one, so we can unlock that. Now it's showing this. That's still cruising along. Okay. So they want us to place a shape miner to extract shapes. You can also chain extensions to increase the throughput. Got it. Okay. So, what that is saying, let's come over here. So here's a shape miner. And it's going to go on top of one of these stacks of shapes. So again, you can rotate it with R. Rotate it the other way with Shift R. And then you can do this, which is going to increase the number of shapes that come in. Right? Alright, let's just get rid of that guy for now. Okay, so we're going to, they want us to do a space belt first. And we can bring that right in there. Excellent. Looks like a big, when I saw that in the opening screens, I thought it looked like a big pizza belt. Which is always fine. We like pizza. So that's going to start. That's going to bring those guys along here. And zip zip. And then I think they're just going to fly out over here. Ah, yes, see, they'll come out from this section. Yeah, they're all there. Oh, and you can see on the belt too the different lanes. That's just such a cool looking graphic. Nice. So we're going to fly up over here. And does it back up on this belt? That's what I wanted to see. It does. Look at that. Okay. It's still spaced out pretty far. Interesting. Okay. Cool. Well, I think what we want to do though is take a little break there. So you can see the menu changes too. When we zoom in, it's the tools that we would use here on the platform. Zoom out a bit, and now it's the overall platform tools. So we can have this coming up over here. And oof, they want 1,200 of those. My goodness gracious. So I'm going to just use our friend here. And, oops, zoom out. And space belt. Okay, so that's this shape. Now let's come over here. And we'll do this. We're going to jump over over it, and then we'll just come down in here. For now, we may change that. So that's going to be this guy. Come in, look at that. We're going to hit that with I to erase those. And here's the new one coming in. There we go. Okay. Excellent. Those are coming along nicely. Now if we want to get to 1200 quicker, what we can do is we can create another shape miner right here. And we can do this right here. Yeah, like so. So I assume there's going to be a way to speed up these belts eventually. So that's good. And then these ones are coming on down. Alright, I'm going to destroy that for now. And we're just going to do this, and then we'll do that. And have this one coming down. Actually, there. Okay. There we go. Alright, so that's on its way to 1200. We are done with this guy, so we can destroy that whole thing there. Now we've got some these are new tasks. So we've got a gray with red half circle. We've got the mushroom, the famous mushroom shape. And see, completing these is going to give us research points and going to increase our platform limit, which is good. This guy, colorful star, all sorts of different things. Oh my goodness, look at all these tasks. Alright, we need to get going on this guy, because that's another milestone. Let's take a quick look at milestones, by the way. Yeah, so we need to do that. Alright. And yeah, so this is, after we get these 1200, it's going to want a full red circle. Remember, we still do not have the ability to paint, so we can't do that. And out here in the wild, there's very few painted shapes. There's a painted shape there, there's a couple over here. Most of these are just gray. And then there's just the patches of color, like this blue here. This is just a field of color. So eventually we're going to mine those and get our color ink to be able to paint the shapes. Wow, those are pretty, they're cruising along, but they're not backed up, so that's good. Okay. I like it. Where is there's a blue square up right, there's one here. Okay. So, does that help us at all? I see. Okay, so what we could do is this, right? And here I might be doing something ridiculous here. But this looks like a way where we can get 4 lanes of a belt. Alright. Now all we're going to want from this is one blue corner, of which we've got 2. So we can take all these and we can split them in half, rotate them, and then destroy half. Alright. So let's create a little foundation up here to start doing some splitting or cutting, if you will. Let's do 2 per belt. 2. No, that's not going to work. Alright, let's do 1 per belt first. Okay, and these are not feeding in. Is that right? Do they not? Oh, they don't. Okay, well there you go. So that doesn't work. Good to know. Okay. I need to mess around with that. I'm sure it's going to be a silly thing. Alright, so these guys are still 22.5, and this is 40. Alright, so that's, yeah. So we can do 1 belt of this can turn into 4 without losing any oomph. And then we're going to need to do reverse to get these all lined up the same way. Oh, but I don't want them that way. I want them this way. Yes, I want gray on the left. Oops. Okay. Then this, and this is 30 per minute. Alright, so that kicks out 30 per minute. So in theory, 3 of them. Alright, so, but we don't have even numbers of 3. We've got even numbers of 4. Alright, where's our Dealy Bob? We're in here. Let's see, this one still needs yeah, we need a mod. We can modify that to make it work, but this one is dead. Like this one we don't need anything from. So we're gonna bring them in right there. Boom. Space belt. Let's see. Yeah, we're just gonna bring them like so. So top two lanes, and we're gonna just bring them on in. Yeah, that's fine. Here, right? There we go. Excellent. Alright, so that's going to get us going towards that. Oh, alright, so we completed that shape. Now we need to do 2,000 of this. So that 1,200 went pretty quickly. Alright. So what we need is to not... Actually, yeah. You know what? This is fine and dandy. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Let's do it this way. All right. It's not going to be as quick as the other one, but it's doing what we want. So what is our next milestone, by the way? When we get to the next one, then we'll have the fluids and painting, which is always good stuff. This has just started, and you can deliver shapes from multiple floors. That's good. So the number of inputs that we have to the vortex is, in theory, is actually double, because we can go up and deliver from the top. Okay, let's take a look at this one. All we need is a half, or is 1/4 of a circle. So if I could take this guy, oops, just grab 2 of those in here, and let's not do that. Let's just split them. And we'll do... Oh, no, we don't want that. We want a 90-degree rotator. I'm just getting so that we've got the top half, which is, we're going to want the... If we're going to connect it into this, we just want the top right corner. And so we're going to take this. Let's do this. So then we can flip it good. Alright, that's perfect. And then we just want this, so we'll have all top rights. Then we're gonna just stop that. So you can see what I'm doing now, and that should give us the shape that we need. Yep. Oh, but there's a rotation. These are rotating. Where? I thought we had that all figured out. All right. We want these all to be in that upper right. And this one, oh, I know what it is. It's because I got tricky and I did the flip. So it should be like that, and then that. All right, there we go. Okay, so there'll be some good ones and some bad ones for a minute, but then it will all even out. So I'll get going on those. And you can see this is more than halfway through with the squares. Then after that's done, we're gonna need a milestone. We're gonna need this half square shape, and after that we're gonna need a full square shape, and that's gonna need to combine with this circle. So what we'll do with those is we'll bring them up and over like so. Yeah, so I think I'll do another platform here that will combine these two, and we'll take one of these and give it a rotation. And I'll combine those and get us going on the half squares. Very cool. This is, you know, still digging this. It's a fun game for sure. Alright, this one's not doing anything, and I don't think it expands from where it is. Am I wrong? Yeah, that's the old one. And look, this is bringing in resources from everywhere. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I think we can do that. Okay. This is all being used over here, so that's all still good. And yeah, we can just get rid of those guys. See now, I think there's something going on. So you see these shape miners where there's only one batch of resources. I think there's a way to put this down and then feed other ones into it, which fills out these other spaces. So that's not super vital right this second. But here we go. Shape miner extension. Okay. Yeah, you can see once I did that, now we've got shapes over here. And then, can we do that here? Yep, adds it in there. Okay, so now this one has all four, and this one has all four. Alright, so that makes sense. So, hey, you don't know if you don't try. Okay, I'm intentionally, I've not been watching videos of other people playing, so I'm just trying to figure things out. Okay, so we're done with that. That's good. Now we're gonna take this and just rotate it that way. Yep. Okay. So yep, so there's our half square. Now we just have to go to the end of the belt. I'll just add that in there. So once those start coming through, it will just chug along and come in right here. Cool. So I'd assume we could also destroy these guys. Yep. So that's good. If, you know, just if we need another input over here. Okay. Alright, so this one's done. I can destroy that. And there's our first ones. Alright, so those are rolling in. And those are rolling in, so we're almost done with those guys. Good. So things are cruising along. Yeah, I feel like we're now in the meat of the game, and I believe that now if we were to start a new game, we wouldn't have to go through the operator certification again. I think we can start a new game basically at this stage, which is good, you know, because you don't always necessarily want to do all the starter stuff or any of the starter stuff. Get rid of that. That. And let's take a quick peek. The next milestone shape. So those are going. It's going to be this on top of a square, blue square. So let's see if there's somewhere where we can create a blue square. I don't think there is. Not in our immediate area here. And I don't know if we're allowed to build outside of here now. Let's try it though. Let's see if we can put down a platform. Ah, yeah, we can. Alright, so obviously we have a blue square space there, or shape there. I don't see anything else super nearby. There's this one, but again, that's just still cutting. At least with this shape, you know, when we're using this shape, we're getting two of them out of it. So let's do this. That's this guy done. Ah, now they want two of those stacked on top of each other. Okay, we could probably do that one quickly. That's over here. And I'm going to cut that there. And do that. And I'm also going to, in the meantime, just, why not? Let's just bulk that up. Get it feeding all those guys in. Yeah, so that's the shape that we want. So that'll come along here eventually. Alright, so I'm going to come here quickly. And let's see what we can do. So all I want is, I want a blue square. Is the thing that I want. Alright, so we'll do this again. And then we want to take these and rotate them. Also, the we can save things to the library. That's good. I haven't made any blueprints that we're really looking to save yet. Okay, so we're going to do a 180 flip on these, and then we're just going to nuke the gray half, which doesn't work because of the way we're rotated. Yay! Okay, that does nothing. So instead of this, I want to do that. Yeah, so see, our gray half is going on the left side. Now for both of them. Then we can do that. Okay. So now I'm going to take half of these. And run them into there. And half of them. Oh, that's not going to work, because those are the same shape. Run it out over there. Alright, so that gets us to another half square shape, which is great. Then I think what we're going to do is take this whole thing and copy paste it to there. Yeah. That works. Here, I'm just going to bring it out over here. Okay. Because now I'm going to take another batch of these guys. Boom. Jump them over here. And do the same thing here. Okay, so then we'll have a whole batch of those. And now we're going to do 6 of those guys coming in. And I'm going to bring this down. Here, but then I want to give them a 180 rotation. Right? Yeah. And then, now can we use a space belt for this? Aha, we can. But I'm doing it the wrong way. Ah. Okay. Those are coming in here. And blue square. Yay. Okay. Not pretty. Not pretty, but it works. So I want to bring those guys up this way. With a space belt. I'm going to bring them all the way up here. And these guys, eventually, are going to come all the way in here. And which belt are these? These are coming in on the bottom belt. And those guys are coming in that belt. Alright, so we're going to get our stackers. Do 6. Because 6 is the magic number. And then so then those are going to eventually combine. And then they'll come back in here and we'll connect them on in. Oh, look, we can connect them in now. Wow. Those are on the far right. We want this to be on the far right. Excellent. There's our first ones. That's cool even when you zoom way out here. So you can see those chugging along the belts. So cool. I think that's where we're going to leave it today, gang. It's fun now that we're in the operator certification. And like I said, once this is maxed out at 2,000, then we can reroute those. And once this is done, then we can, then we're good to go. We're just set. So I might spend a minute here and just try to duplicate this just so we get it going twice as fast, which will help us for the next shape too. But next time we're going to finish up this milestone 4, and then we're going to get into painting and coloring, which is going to really open things up. So that's great. So thank you so much for joining. If you're finding this series fun or entertaining or helpful in any way, please toss me a like and subscribe. Obviously, it really helps out. And we're going to keep going. So our next video will come out on Wednesday. We're going to be doing Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Okay? And if you have any questions or comments, drop them below. I will get back to you. Thank you so much. This is Gramps, signing off.